Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that Laura's objective tonight was to entertain us. How well did she succeed in achieving that objective? Well, first of all, she had a fantastic opening. She talked about a drunken idea, and then she slurred her speech. Now, I know Laura well enough to know that's not how she usually speaks. So that got us in straight away. And that's so important in a speech. If you don't get people in the first 30 seconds, you'll never get them. Laura had excellent use of word pictures. She described fixing the tyre of the bicycles. We could imagine it, we could see it. She talked about the laughing stock of groups of kids as they drove into town, as they rode into town. And I could see these rough little kids laughing at Laura and a friend. As a Collingwood supporter, I have to say that the disparaging remarks about magpies are a little bit out of line, but I'll let that pass. I have 2 points for improvement. To take this speech to an even higher level. A couple of times I asked myself, what is the message of this speech? It wasn't absolutely clear to me. Now, how do you solve a problem like that? You do it by signposting. At some stage near the beginning of the speech, tell us what you're going to talk about. And that makes it a lot easier to wrap it up at the end, when you just refer back to the signs that you posted along the way. My second point for improvement is related to the first point, where Laura said, I'm not going to tell you about every day. And I thought, why not? Were those days boring, or was it too repetitive? I recommend, Laura, that instead of the negative I'm not going to tell you about, say, so much happened, but I'm going to give you the highlights. That's got such a positive spin as compared to the negative, nebulous, confusing spin. But I loved Laura's use of humour. Imagine, bingo virgins. If ever there was an oxymoron, that's it. Laura said, I'm here, so obviously we didn't win. It's a great device to use humour. So tonight, we heard a speech that had us engaged from the very first moment, that had excellent use of voice pictures, made us feel as though we were there. The speech could be improved with a clearer message, signposted along the way, and with more positive input during the body, so that the message doesn't get muddied or confused. But brilliant use of humour towards the end and throughout the speech. So, how well did Laura cope in achieving her objective of entertaining us? In my opinion, brilliantly. Contest Chair.